You all are gonna get ready with me, and throughout this journey, I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I do to create this flawless look. Without further ado, let's jump right in. All right, y'all, so before I do my makeup, I usually have a list of goals that I want to accomplish. It helps me focus on what I'm trying to do, and it makes my makeup look so much better. My goals today are to embrace my inner professional, have my face look snatched. I want to accentuate my natural complexion and bone structure. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna start with brows. Today I'll be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Espresso. Start by brushing all of my hairs up so that I can see the natural pattern of my eyebrows. And I start filling it in. Y'all, brows make such a difference to your face. Like, look at that. On a side note, skincare is super important in creating a flawless makeup look. I've already done my skincare. I didn't show it here, but you can check it out in this video right here. Now I'm going to clean up my brows. I'm using Mary Kay CC cream. Then I take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and blend it out. Y'all wanna know something really cool? When you find yourself thinking negative thoughts, you can actually choose to think the opposite of that. What I mean is, instead of thinking negatively, you have the power to choose to think positively. It's cool, because when you catch yourself thinking that way, you can just be like, oh, stop. And instead, just tell yourself, why am I thinking about that right now? Ask yourself, do I gain anything from thinking these thoughts? And once you become aware of your thoughts and you begin to change them, girl, you are gonna be so much happier. Now let's go into eyeshadow. For eyes, I'm gonna be using this Morphe, I believe it's the 350 palette. I'll link it in the description below, and it totally gives me fall vibes. So I'm gonna take this pretty orange color in my Morphe by Jaclyn Hill JH36 blending brush and apply that into my crease and blend it upwards. Pay attention to how I'm taking the tiniest amount of product and then building on. With doing your makeup, it's really important that you don't put on too much product at once. Instead, work in sections and build as you need. Remember, you can always add more, but you cannot take off. And as you can see, my nose naturally kind of contours this way. So I like to bring that color to follow that natural bone structure. God is so good, y'all. I really believe that some of the visions and dreams that God puts on your heart from the time you're a kid, He put it there for a reason. You just have to trust Him and be obedient. And I've learned that obedience is always followed with a blessing. One, your faith grows because you're like, man, God was telling me to do that thing because He's blessed me through it. And He begins to give you what your heart desires. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. He's gonna do it. You just have to trust in Him. Just trust in Him. Your worst days are gonna become the stepping stones for the power that He's gonna give you, for the story that you're gonna tell to help other people. God is so good, y'all. Now I'm gonna be using this smaller blending brush by Real Techniques. I'm taking this dark chocolatey brown and I'm gonna focus that right into my crease where the shadow of my eye is. Another tip about blending is when you think you've blended enough, go back and blend some more. That is what I tell myself, because y'all, my makeup looks used to be super just crazy. I didn't spend any time blending, but I got some good color on there and it looked really bad, so. Now I'm gonna take this dark shimmery brown and put that directly onto my crease. When I cut it, I want there to be a really nice defined line. And plus I wanna add some shimmer to this eyeshadow. Focus. Y'all ever have songs that ruin words for you? Focus by her has ruined the word focus for me. Every time I say focus, I feel so, I have to sing that song. Okay, if anyone has any tips for how to not make their makeup go out way too far, please let me know. I am gonna clean it up, so don't worry, but all right, now let's go in and cut that crease using my NYX concealer. I'm gonna use this flat concealer brush. Now I'm gonna use this fluffy brush and pat that into my skin. Also try to pick up any of the extra concealer on my eye. Kind of blend it out too. Now I'm going in with the second coat. Now I'm gonna set that concealer with my Mary Kay translucent powder. Super important that if you do a cut crease, you set it first. Otherwise, when you apply your eyeshadow, the eyeshadow is gonna absorb right into that concealer and it's gonna be really hard to blend out. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with this chocolate brown and define my crease a little bit more. Now I'm gonna take the same orange that I applied as a transition shade and put that all over my lid. Now I'm gonna blend it out with this clean blending brush. Now I'm gonna take this darker orange and put that kind of where my crease is. Keep in mind that your eyes are sisters and not twins. This crease I feel like looks so much better and I'm so tempted to go back and try to fix this one, but when you try to fix things to make them look identical, it usually messes up your entire look. Your eyes aren't completely symmetrical, so one side might look a little bit different than the other. It's okay as long as everything looks pretty even. Okay, I think that's good for eyes. We're gonna add all the finishing touches after we do face. So now let's do our snatched contour look. For foundation, I'm gonna be mixing my Mary Kay CC cream and then my Il Maquillage foundation. I have a whole in-depth video about how to mix your foundation and match it to your skin tone. Y'all can check it out. I will link it somewhere up here. But right now I gotta go, so I'm gonna just do this. I'm using a damp beauty blender and I just put it on the back of my hand and mix it as needed. Some parts of my face are lighter, so I'm gonna be focusing with the still lighter CC cream, and then in the darker places, I'll be using the darker shades. Now I'm gonna go in and sculpt my face with a BB cream. It's my step before contour powder. Start from my hairline and bring that color in. This is called Teflon technique. You start by using a cream product and then you go over it with powder and it makes it last all day and it gives you like a really beautiful natural finish. I'm gonna use this Morphe M453 to contour my nose. Now I'm gonna take some concealer to brighten up the places where my skin naturally has a highlight. Now let's set with some powder. Dab some in there, dab off the excess, and pat that into my skin and the areas that are likely to crease. So that's underneath my eyes and around my mouth. Now we're going to set that liquid sculpt that I just did. I'm taking this still brown shade. All right, now we're gonna bronze up my face. I'll be using this Morphe Glam Bronze Bronzer to give me more of a glow. All right, so let's finish up with the finishing touches on the eyes. Okay, no, let's go in with blush. I'm gonna wet my face with some setting spray. I spray some on the back of my hand, dab my beauty blender into there, and dab it onto the areas where I'm gonna be applying blush. This will make a powdery pink or whatever shade color blush you're using blend into your skin so much more naturally and beautifully. I like to smile to see where my apples really are. So to set that color, I'm gonna be using eyeshadow. Taking this bright orange color, tiniest amount. think orange blush goes beautifully on darker complexions. And if you don't have a blush, use a shadow. Play around with your makeup, be a little creative. You can pretty much use any product to do anything. You just gotta think outside the box. Now we're gonna add the finishing touches on the eyes and the lips. So I'm gonna start by using the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel to lock my brows in place. I'm also gonna take a little bit of this shimmery peach color and highlight the inner corner of my eye. That is very pretty. Now I'm gonna line my eyes. I'm gonna use Revlon Color Stay liquid liner and do a little bit of a wing. What is y'all's go-to makeup? Like when you don't wanna do a full face or anything that takes time? What do y'all do? Mine used to be a wing liner, then it went to a mascara. Now it's probably brows. I feel like brows just changes the look of your whole face. It makes you look super put together even if you don't have any other makeup on. Now I'm gonna take a smoky eye brush. I'm gonna take that chocolate brown that we use in our crease and bring that underneath my eye. Now I'm going to line my waterline. I'm starting from the outer part of my eye and I'm gonna work my way in towards the middle of my eye, and then I'm gonna smoke it out to meet my inner tear duct. Oh, I was like, why does this look off? Mascara. Mascara just ties everything together, you know? I'm gonna be using Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara. For mascara, you wanna wiggle back and forth, and then move the wand upwards. What? How did that happen? All right, I mean, oh no, there's a whole gap in my forehead. You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. It's fine. So we're gonna stick with this natural lip shade. So I'm gonna be using my Revlon Balm Stain. I've been using this product since I was like 10 years old. It's so natural looking. I'm gonna be using this LA Colors lip oil. And here is the final look. Enjoy me dancing and feeling myself, just like how you're gonna be feeling yourself once you try this look on yourself. I hope you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching, and check out these videos next. I picked them especially for you.